Hey guys, it's Heather from Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. It's the day after the video I posted on the ants in my growing station here. I just went through every single cup and tray. There are no signs of ants today, which is a blessing, and I'm so thankful. So everyone is looking great, and I wanted to give y'all a little peek here too. That the lavenders that I repotted. Well, one little guy, I don't think he made it. But the other three look great. So I'm not too worried. I got my fan going here. You can tell the wind is moving the leaves of all the little guys in their trays. But that's not what today's video is about. So if you are still watching, I should have gotten right to the point. But, you know, my videos are just kind of ad lib, recorded once. Just whatever comes out of my mouth is basically what's going to be in the video. And I thought y'all would enjoy an update on the ant situation. Anyways, today's video, if you're still listening, like I said, it's going to be the Greenstalk garden tour and deck planter video. So I'm going to try to do that like once every 3 to 4 weeks. It's been exactly 3 weeks since our last video, and remember I seeded a bunch of things in that Greenstalk. We gotta hurry. Tonto's ready to go out. He sees a squirrel on the deck. So let's get out there. Let's see what has germinated and how the plants are doing. So as soon as we come out of the back door off the deck, you can see I have a big old mess. Everything's a mess around here with me and my organization, but especially when it comes to gardening, because I have to stop and start so much, and I've got various projects in different stages. You can see I did have the deck cleaned off and looking nice, and then I moved a bunch of my winter sowing stuff over here, and I just need some more time to get things done. But it's been a busy few weeks. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. I'm going to keep this focused on the garden tour here of the deck plants, the container plants, and the green stalks. I do want to show you that I know I shouldn't have wasted the money to do it, but I'm glad I did, because what I was using on this wall to the left of the patio doors were these containers that I had gotten at Walmart a few years back. They're larger, but they slope and the water just drains out. It's hard for me to keep the moisture controlled in these containers. So last week when Target had these on sale, they're flat. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but they're flat and they don't slope. And they also have this watering feature where it self-waters. So they were on sale. I think they were 20% off. You got a pack of 2 for $8. And I started transplanting some of my little baby strawberry babies, seedlings. I don't know, so tiny it's hard to see, but yeah, so I thought this will be all the same variety. I've got a bare root there that I was able to salvage. Some of these, there's one, may not have done too well. I think what I might do is separate, give more space. Originally I thought it would look good just to have, you know, a continuous flow here, but I'm actually kind of second guessing that and thinking we need more space. So let's start over here. I usually start over here. The dill that I started the last week of December in the house and then brought outside, what, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. It's doing great. Got a overwintered, pretty sure that's calendula. Pretty sure this is calendula. Pretty sure that's a weed, but I'm leaving it just to see if it's like a wallflower. And these are going to get moved. I'll recycle the dirt. This is a weed. It's one of those nasty weeds too. This was a lettuce experiment that failed because it's so dry here. This is actually, looks like a seed. It's got a seed head on it. So I'm going to leave that. And these are pretty. Those are some of the clearance. I haven't had enough coffee yet. Petunias, yes, that I bought a few weeks ago, a month ago, when we went on that clearance shopping spree. So Sunday night it got down to 22. Monday night it got down to 24, which was last night. It's Tuesday morning right now. I'm going to uncover everything because the next 10-day forecast looks phenomenal, and I'm ready to be done with winter. Let's take a peek. These should be fine, but I am going to fertilize today. I noticed that my celery was starting to get some pale yellow coloring. You can see it. Definitely needs to get fertilized. I've got a lot of big plants starting to use up more energy and resources and nutrients, so we need to fertilize. I think I might harvest some different lettuces and greens today. Maybe make a salad later. Okay, strawberries in a hanging basket with lemon thyme. This looks like a weed. That should not be there. Pretty aggressive one too. The same in this duplicate hanging basket. You can see where I moved the duck box, the one that was up here, and you can see that I had like an issue when Target was having that planter sale last week, and I did accidentally buy some more planters, even though I wasn't supposed to. But that's why they're hidden. I'm not going to walk all the way down there, so we'll just kind of zoom in. The camellias are on their last leg. They're about done for blooming for this year. So now what we're going to do is fertilize them, mulch them, take any cuttings that I think I might want to take. Probably not from this variety. It's not my favorite. And yeah, actually this is in another video. We're supposed to look at this in the backyard garden tour. I don't know what I'm doing. Petunia. I did think this guy was really cute. I was looking at him yesterday. Isn't he adorable? I love that brown rust color. I mean, that's a true rust. He is so pretty. Okay. More strawberries. June bearing sequoia. They're starting to get some flowers. There may be a few little lettuce babies in here. Yeah, left over from the fall. I still haven't built that bench. It's on my to-do list. Okay, wallflower. I think that's Walton. Is it Walton lettuce? More wallflower lettuce, which has been phenomenal over the winter. I planted this late fall, and I have harvested twice now, I think. It's done great for me here. It's zone 7. And then some more sequoias. I think I'm going to put them into these red pots once the lettuce is done. So I've got 3 of the sequoia and lettuce there on the deck rail. And I know you remember I came out here and I cleaned all these planters up. And now everything's a hot mess again. But look at the ice plant. Not sure if the camera can capture this, but you can see why it gets its name. See how it looks like ice on the foliage? See that? It's just so pretty. I think this is a purple flower when it flowers. Not sure what that is. I found it in a pot, that little seedling, so I put it into this mini pot so I can see what grows. The catmint is taking over and growing wild. It's starting to flower. I'll pinch that off. It smells pretty good. These cabbages, I fertilized them about a month ago. Maybe once more after that, but they need more fertilizer. And you'll remember when we pruned this petite knockout rose, and just look at it. Let's just take a second. I think it looks so pretty. It is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then there's a little bit of creeping thyme down in there with it that I transplanted. Nothing in here yet. The Starbucks cups, my 2 daughters and I just planted last night. So we went to Starbucks one day last week. We saved our cups, and it has a hole already, and we each picked a sunflower that we like to put in there. These 4 containers here have nasturtiums in little biodisposable, degradable cups, and I don't know, I just wanted to start some early in winter sowing method and see what happened. And then also over here on the table, these piggies, I went ahead and got 2 more piggies because I had some Kohl's cash. Couldn't think of anything else to get, so I put the dirt in, soaked some nasturtium seeds, planted them, then just put them both in this big bag, and I put a hole over top of each area where the dirt is. A bunch of baby strawberry seedlings that I just kind of rescued from the planters. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them all. This is a tray I started some red cabbage, and there's some lettuces in there. I think only maybe one of the lettuces have germinated so far. Have to keep an eye on this tray. A direct sowing of lavender. They're still the same size. They haven't grown any, but they're still alive, which is great considering the temperatures lately. Okay, so I've got red bee balm in here. And remember, we planted peas. I'm trying to see if they died with that cold weather. Okay, there's one. He still looks viable. See another one right there. My red pineapple sage is back there, still being protected and overwintered. There's my bag of worm castings. I haven't even opened it yet. And then I've got some miscellaneous winter sowing things up here. My onions did germinate. The one, I made a short about this probably about 3 weeks ago. I've got some cuttings here. I'm trying to see if I can get them to grow. Different things, blueberries, miniature roses. Now, when I did those onions, this one germinated. This one never did. So I don't know what its problem is. Kind of made me mad. I got some kind of red lettuce back there that has germinated, unprotected, did not winter sow it or give it any kind of greenhouse effect. It just germinated. It's really been a trooper through these cold nights this past week. And then here's some bok choys. They've already got their second set of leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant these. They were in the rotisserie chicken pan thing. And they did great. So they're ready to get transplanted. The lettuce, it did germinate, and then we got a cold snap and it died. So I see something right there. I think what I'm just going to do is go ahead and take the bok choy, put it where I want to put it, and then maybe restart the lettuce in the whole container. Okay, so I think that's it for the upper deck. My mess, I still got to go do some more of that clover grass. That's why that straw is there, covered from the rain. This is my fig. I was trying to protect him the last couple nights. I kind of barricaded him with a few different things. Hopefully he's fine. Well, let's see. I know it was pretty cold. Then going down to the lower deck, got a beautiful arugula that's getting huge. That's one plant. Here is the columbine that I transplanted here with my fern. I must have 2 different varieties here, and that's very possible because, oh look, it's getting a bud. Can you see that? Oh. I don't know. I direct sowed these, I don't know, a year or 2. I just dug these up and put them in the pot about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago. The fern will bounce back soon. He's just having a rough winter. And I think I put some wild flower type phlox. It's like a native ground cover out west in this pot. It needed cold stratification, so it's been here all winter. I don't see any germination though. All right, another hot mess of where I've tried to barricade things to keep them alive. This was my attempt at saving this hydrangea who had already started to get some leaves. Hopefully he's fine. It's hard to tell. You're going to have to wait, you know, a few days to see if the leaves start to turn black. Poor little guy. Hopefully that'll be okay. I've got some lamb's ear down in there. I tried to cover with this pot. I need to put him in the ground. Some gorgeous thyme. My fairy rose needs help. He needs help immediately. Look at that. Uh-oh. This is not good. I'm going to move him out away from everyone else. Can you tell that he has some kind of rust or fungus on him? Which is a shame because look at, some of this looks gorgeous up here. Okay, I need to prune him ASAP. I'm going to do a hard prune. Oh, but some of this looks so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to think about it, but he needs help. Oh, this is some more lamb's ear transplanted. Looks like the squirrel was digging in there. See something green here. I hope that that's some of my Corsican mint that's self-seeded. I didn't know it was an annual. I would have saved the seeds if I had known. Another little lamb's ear stone crop that I saved, and here's my poor little guy from the beach. Probably need to give him a little salt water. Oh, here's a strawberry. I need to uncover him. There's some of my lettuce. Need to uncover. This is the little gem. Yep. Looks a little rough. I don't think it likes the cold. Another one of our clearance pansies that I saved. Well, I didn't save it. It was on clearance for like $1. But look at how pretty. So pretty. Okay, nothing in these pots here. I'm going to do like direct winter sowing with some herbs. All right, let's get these guys uncovered. So I have 2 more of those duck planters that I really like. Let's see. Okay, look at that cauliflower. So what I'm going to do is transplant 2 and leave 2. I think that might be a lettuce seed that got moved from the water or rain. I leave these on cover when the weather is mild. And I'm not sure what's going on here. I put the exact same seeds in here, so it should have been some kind of lettuce up front and then the cauliflower, but this doesn't really look like a lettuce. This looks like a weed. Well, that looks like the same thing though. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. Okay, so getting these guys uncovered. This is some calendula. It has not germinated. And now for the last part of our garden tour, on my deck, it's going to be our greenstalks. 3 of them now. As you remember, if you watched my building a greenstalk video that I'll link below, they've been covered for 2 whole days, so we're going to take a peek and see what's going on. But I wanted to show you one thing. I might get attacked if I get close, but I don't know why, but a bluebird family decided it would be a great idea to put their nest here on my deck in one of these birdhouses. And it is my fault for leaving them out here all winter. I had meant to get a ladder and I was going to like nail them to this big tree up high, you know, outside of the fence. So when their babies start to hop out to go, you know, be their own little person, fledgling, go fly off in the world, my dog wouldn't eat them. So I'm going to look and see if I can see any babies in here. Probably get killed, pecked in the head for getting this close, but oh, I hear somebody over here. It's my cat, and I have a cat too. I just don't know why they would think this is a great idea. But I have new bird families every year. They'll put their nest right here in this bush, and all the local cats know it, and they come over here. I've had snakes come up in this tree. One year I had a cardinal family. Snake came up, got every single baby, ate the babies, and then he came over here at some point, back in here where I keep my pots and recycling and trash. He vomited up that whole row of baby cardinals. It just broke my heart, and I was so mad. I'm like, why eat them if you're going to vomit them up? Anyways, let's get back to the greenstalks. So I'm going to uncover them right now. Is Greenstalk. I think this is old 5. I think I call this one old 5 tier. So right here I'll put a screenshot of what is in this greenstalk as of 3 weeks ago when I reorganized, replanted. You can see that my cilantro, I'm going to get a better angle because you can't see. It's having some issues. It's probably going to go to seed really soon. I think I need to fertilize everything today. Oh, I just pulled some off. The foliage is looking really kind of, it's got a purple tinge to it. It's getting really long and lanky. Probably doesn't taste that good at this point. Maybe I'll try a piece and see. I'll try this one right here. It tastes like cilantro. Maybe I'll put some in our salad tonight. It's a little bit bitter, actually. That afterbite is bitter. So here's one of the broccolis that I had to save when I had to take down my greenstalks. Not greenstalk, my raised beds out front because of the HOA. If you've been watching since the beginning, you know that I've had issues with my HOA, and they took away some of my gardening space out front and on the side of my house. Alright, so broccoli, more cilantro. There's a whole level of lemon thyme, strawberries, and then another layer 2 up. This is a beautiful, I think this is American spinach. My daughter has been heavily harvesting. I told her to leave a few leaves so that it could keep growing, and she left exactly 3 leaves. So she's very anxious for spinach to come in. I think this is a Copenhagen cabbage. Catmint. Got lots of strawberry blossoms. There's some rosemary. That was from my friend Susan. Thank you, Susan. It's perfect there. Got lots of blossoms on my peas. These are the Little Crunch. Oh no, this guy got damaged from that cover I had on. This is a Brussels sprout. He's all pushed down and smushed, but he'll probably be fine. The peas got smushed, but I really didn't know what to do, so I thought it was better to protect them. So here's something. So I had to take down all my raised beds out front and on the side in, what was it, October? Yes, it was October. So when I did that, I tried to save as many seedlings as I could from those beds before I took them down. I thought this was a Brussels sprout that I saved, but it's acting like a cabbage. So I'm thinking this is probably actually a cabbage. It was kind of a hectic time. I had to quickly take things down, move like probably 5 yards of dirt. It was a horrible 2 to 3 weeks, but I got it done begrudgingly. All right, is this going to be a Brussels sprout or is this a cabbage? I thought these were all Brussels sprouts, but I'm not so sure anymore. There's some baby spinach in there. I think that's Anna. More peas. Oh, look. You and I are seeing this for the first time. It's underdeveloped, but I think I might just go ahead and eat it. Oh, here's another one. All right, I'll be patient. I'll wait. I'll come back in a day or 2. Yay. All right, now we're going to move on from this guy over to 5-tier new greenstalk. You can see the pixie cabbages that have overwintered are starting to head up nicely. I've got some other kind of brassica that did germinate. We'll look at the list here in a minute. A direct sowed, winter sowed in the greenstalk, some petunias, and they've germinated. Let's take a peek. Yep. They are very sensitive though. Oh, there's 4. Yay. They're very sensitive to cold though. So I'm going to keep them actually covered. And not sure what all these brassicas are. I'll look that up on the list and I'll post it here. There's quite a few of the pixie cabbages. There's a petunia. Oh, that looks like snapdragon. No germination right here. There is germination right here, but it looks like one died. I think these are beets. No germination there. And then this was what I was most anxious to check on. This is that glacier tomato experiment, direct winter sowing, and a greenstalk experiment. And I do not see any germination in there at all. So I'm not even going to take that off. All right, let's move on to the next greenstalk. I forgot to show you this broccoli. This is on the first greenstalk that we looked at. So this is old 5-tier. Here's Mr. Jeffrey. New 5-tier that we just looked at. And now we're going to move on to 7-tier leaf. And as soon as I took the cover off, I saw a potential pest. It looks like a ladybug, but I think it's actually one of those Japanese ladybugs. I'm going to pinch off some of this parsley and put him somewhere to go research. Oops, he just flew away. So I guess I won't be doing that. That's okay. I'll put the list of what's in the stock here. Screenshot from my phone where I keep a list of what I'm growing. It's the only way I can stay organized with these greenstalks. And you can see the Jericho romaine has been doing great. We have eaten off of this probably a couple times. I did put some new seeds down. Let's see if any have germinated. None in that pocket. This is Roman chamomile, strawberries, red cells. So pretty. And these arugulas, they did go to seed mid-March. They bolted and then they seeded and flowered. Well, they flowered and then seeded. Actually, they haven't even seeded yet. They've just bolted, flowered, and now I'm waiting on the seeds. However, they don't look pretty right now because they were smushed with that protective frost cover. They are just gorgeous flowers. I've taken so many pictures of these. I think I might just take this cup, dig it out, and go relocate these somewhere because I can see it being such a beautiful thing to have a patch of just arugula flowers. They are just so pretty. This variety is Rocket. No, it's not. It's Astro. It's Astro Rocket. So I am in love with this bolted, flowering arugula. There's a bug that just popped on me. Okay, this is a 5-spot flower. It does not like the heat, so I'm hoping it'll hurry up and grow and flower so I can see it. Looks like lettuce. We got our bunching onions. Got a bunch of seed things up here. Looks like not all have germinated. Maybe at the end of this video, I think what I will do is put the screenshots up one more time, and I will just kind of somehow mark what has germinated, what has not. Now, what is that? I'm going to have to look that up. It looks like 2 different things are in there. It looks like Roman chamomile seeds and lettuce. I wonder if some of this Roman chamomile seed stuff got down there. Oh, there's a Jericho. Lettuce. Some spinach. More strawberries. And it looks like pollen that has fallen from the arugula flowers onto the strawberries. Let's see what's in this cup. Nothing. This was a petunia plant from last summer. It still has green on it. It's not dead. I did put a seed in there too, but it's not germinated. I think he'll make it. Sometimes I can get petunias to come back the next year, even though they're very frost sensitive. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to stop here. That's it for the deck and deck container and Greenstalk tour. You can see everything's a mess, and that's pretty normal around here. But things are growing. And when we pick up with the next garden tour, we're going to start here, this spot with my little L-shaped pea bed. And you can see I do have a new bed, and that is a video coming up soon. I've been working on that video for a while. It's going to be a progressive timeline type video where you will get to see this transformation. And my grass clover blend, as you can see, I finally got to take down the barricades, and it's looking pretty good. Do have some winter sowing over there, but we will talk about all of this in the next garden tour video. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this journey through the changes with my gardening because of the HOA regulations here. It's just good to know that people are rooting me on and giving such great comments and recommendations. I just appreciate you guys all so much, and you too, Jeffrey. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.